Elizabeth, I love how organized you are. Your videos are goals for me because you do such an amazing job explaining the concepts of whatever theory we're focusing on, and then you explain so thoroughly how it applies to our vignette. So anyway, I learned a lot from your video, both on how to make a video and about the concepts. I like how you pointed out that a large number of the issues with this family are due to unresolved issues between the parents. I think that's a really good way to put it, because they have been married for so long, and it's obviously like the dynamic is just very stale, and they never addressed a lot of stuff from way back. They have a daughter that's 16, and they just haven't, it feels as though they haven't been on the same page for a very long time, and thus we have their coalition, their parental and marital coalition, just completely boiled down to nothing at this point. I also thought it was interesting how you said that Anna's reactions to her parents bickering is kind of self-defense or self-preservation, because it is so uncomfortable for her to see her parents really go at each other with the same old themes that she's seen probably day in and day out. It didn't occur to me that her reactions were, self-preservation, as a lot of like chuckling and laughter is with teenagers and with kids. I was thinking it was more along the lines of just speaking to her coalition with Charles, and kind of chuckling at like, oh, here mom goes again. But you're right, there is something deeper there. I think it is a self-preservation mechanism. Your interventions were very insightful. I like how you said normalize Tracy's concerns, because right now she's kind of the one that the scapegoat for the problems, and like if she would just get on board, nobody would care. Anna would get the warning from the cop, it wouldn't be a big deal. Like the whole family would just like flow if Tracy would get on board. And I like how you said normalize Tracy's concerns, because they are normal. Like it is not as normal for a mom to just be blasé, or even a dad, blasé about a child drinking and getting in trouble with the cops. And, so it is important, I think, as a therapist to bring a little bit of a voice of reason in these kinds of situations, because it's 2 against 1. It's a small family. And so to bring another side to it is important in this situation. And then when you mentioned that all sides are so entrenched in their roles, and how it's just keeping the system flowing as we see it, is very significant, and also very necessary to acknowledge from a structural standpoint, like what the roles are and how they are keeping the system afloat as is. So yeah, and then your interventions were really good, and I like that you are emphasizing like getting collaboration from all of them, so it's something that they all sign on to and they all agree upon, because like I mentioned, it's a small family. It actually shouldn't be too hard to move the needle a bit if we can just address some of the coalitions and get some collaboration around the boundary setting and the rule setting. So good job. See you soon.